Hi, and welcome to Tremor Trails, the channel that's geared all around the F-150 Ford Tremor for curious, non-professional, overlander, adventure seekers, or off-roaders. What we try and do on this channel is highlight trips and trails and give you an understanding and an idea of what you can expect when you're out there exploring with your Tremor yourself. What I found was there just wasn't a whole lot of info about what a Tremor could do out on these trails. There's tons of Jeep forums, there's even tons of Bronco forums now. But what can the Tremor actually do? So far, it can do everything I've asked it to do. You don't need the most expensive tech, you don't need the best gear. All you need is a tent, a cooler, a map, and your truck, and you can go see some of the most beautiful places America has to offer. With that being said, today we're doing one of the most epic switchback trails in the Canyonlands National Park, Shafer Trail. Let's go check it out. All right, Shafer Trail. Shafer Trail is obviously located in the Canyonlands National Park in Utah, right outside of Moab. You could get through this trail in 30 minutes, but realistically it's going to take you 45 minutes to an hour, especially if you stop at some of these spots to take some pictures. So what can we expect? Obviously it's dirt. It's going to be a steep switchback road with a shelf road almost the whole way. The only mode that I used on this part of the trail was 4-high, sand, and snow. Please remember that our cameras have stabilizers on them, so the hills are not going to appear as steep and the bumps are not going to be as rough. So the Shafer Trail is named after the Shafer family, who were Mormon pioneers. Starting in 1916, John Sog Shafer used this trail to move his cattle from the summer pastures up top to the winter grounds way down below. Expanding upon the work of Sog Shafer, the Atomic Energy Commission widened Shafer Trail to extend it to the White Rim Road, and that pretty much accommodated trucks moving loads of uranium-bearing rock from the backcountry to Moab. You'll understand in a minute why that last sentence makes my brain melt. The old-timers were just a different breed. Leaving the canyon floor behind, you begin your ascent up the Shafer Switchbacks. The switchbacks are well maintained, obviously being in a national park. They will close down the switchbacks if the weather is bad or it's just unsafe to travel. So you never have to worry about second guessing yourself if it's safe to travel the day that you're doing it. Being in a national park, this trail can and will get busy, especially during peak season. Remember, the person going uphill has the right of way, and the person going downhill has to yield. I wish they put that in the brochure at the visitor center. You'll be fine. When editing this video, I saw this switchback right here and I go, man, I really missed an opportunity. I could have used my turn trail assist right here instead of getting up as far as I could, then stopping, backing up, turning the wheel, turning it back again and going. It really got me to think that, I'm going to make a video just about the turn trail assist on the Tremor. It's amazing all the tools that they gave us with this truck for off-roading capabilities. I've been in tighter switchback situations than this one, and maybe getting more familiar with this turn trail assist will be beneficial, and maybe I can introduce some new people to this feature.
tippy top of the trail, there are a few pullouts that you can use to get some pretty awesome photos. Right here, you're looking at the whole Shafer Trail, and that's a cliff that I was going, man, that's a long ways down. But in this picture right here, you can see where all three trails meet each other. The Shafer Trail, the White Rim Trail, and the Potash Road that we came in on. Obviously, I had to get my Tremor selfie pic right there, even though it was facing the wrong direction. I don't care. Remember that this is a national park trail, so you are going to have to pay at the visitor's booth to do this trail, but my God, look at that view. Totally worth it. We're almost to the very top, and we're almost to the end of the trail. So let's check out the last little bit of it as the sun goes down on this incredible day in the desert.
So there you have it, Shafer Trail. What an incredible experience that was. If you're in the Moab area and you don't do this trail, you are doing yourself a humongous disservice. This is the pinnacle of what you would expect to see in the Moab area. We rate all of our trails on a 1 to 5. It's pretty simple. We do fun, fear, technical, and scenery. For fun, it got a big old fat 4. This was a joy driving. It was just an easy switchback trail climbing 1,500 feet. For fear, I gave it a 3.5, and I'll try to explain. If you're experienced, like I would imagine several of you are, you've done switchbacks, you've done shelf roads, then it's really not that fearful. Reading some of the reviews on the National Park forum is just comical. People are screaming bloody murder, saying that it's the most scariest trail they've ever done in their lives. They'll never do it again. For people like us, it's really not that fearful, but at the same time, you're pretty high up there, you are exposed. I gave it a 3.5. If you're more familiar with these kinds of trails, then it's a 2. For technical, it got a 3, and I'll explain why. This is not a technical road at all. There's no obstacles per se. There's one switchback that was kind of tight, but you can use your trail assist if you want to get, you know, super duper and show off with that, or just back up and then turn and keep going. The only reason I gave it the 3 was because this is a trail that if you're out there with your family and you have the dog and you have the kids, it's one of those trails that you got to be paying attention to what you're doing. So it's really more of just a warning than anything. That's the only reason I give it a 3, is that you do have to be aware that you're exposed and you're in a pretty dangerous trail if you were to be distracted by something. For scenery, 4.5. I don't think it gets any better than this for a desert type landscape, but I'm willing to go explore more and see if there is a 5 out there. But this really is the pinnacle of beauty when it comes to that part of Utah.
Pinnacle of Beauty.
Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all regarding this trail or any trail that you've seen, please hit us up down below and we'll try and answer some of your questions that you may have. Until next time, we'll see you on the trail.